Just about set to go. And on the hill, Luke Weaver. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And now it's even up. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Juan Soto. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two now. Almost got him. One out, base is empty. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Pete Alonso. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. Man at first, 1 away. And that one fouled off. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
That is fifth. The left fielder.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Here comes a pitch.
Ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back in the Bronx. And on the hill in this one, Tyler McGill. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. That's towards center. Taylor moving under it. Nabs it. And there's one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble it, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
That one misses. Ball 2. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swings and misses. And Judge is down on strikes.
Batting third.
There comes Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Next offering upstairs. Towards first, and that's just foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Paul.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Bellinger goes up the middle, a sliding stop over to first, and very nicely done for the out. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Back in New York, here's Starling Marte.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's the ball.
And there's the strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means, but at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with a big-time hanger on that one.
Brett Beatty getting ready to hit. That's too low, and it's 2-1. Line drive, Volpe. 1 at second. On to Goldschmidt. That's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jason Dominguez. That one fouled off, 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. One down, base is empty. Outside, 2-1. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Up and in. Full count now. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
One gone, runner at first. At the plate. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
1-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto settles under it. And that will end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. Next offering is downstairs. That one missed.
3-1.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That ball's carrying. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Juan Soto now. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one in the air center field. Grisham under it. And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a foul out of play. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it remains 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, leading off,
Yankees,
Oswald
the
Peraza.
second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
In the air, left side. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Batting
That front
up,
shoulder
the third
coming
baseman,
open instead of staying closed. If he does
up.
that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fought off foul. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
2 out, space is empty. Just missed. Aaron Judge waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And that one fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Two down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, and it remains 1-0. Back now with the Subway Series. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Yarbrough, the lefty, warming up as well. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. Next one misses, and a count 2-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Luke Weaver will depart, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Yerry De Los Santos.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Starling Marte up to hit. looking to count 1 and 2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And that'll fall for a base hit. He's in there.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Picks himself up at RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Two on, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. 2 on, 1 out. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Throws to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Alvarez on third with 2 out. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Two outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mets 3 and the Yankees nothing. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
And Judge spoils that one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one missed. That one outside. And now it's 3 and 2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Judge rips that one. Soto gets under it. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. They trail in this one 3-0. Back now with the Subway Series.
The shortstop.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. This to third. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Way out front for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
That one is hammered right field. Going back, Bellinger, back some more. And that ball is gone. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up, because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And that one is in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nimmo hauls it in, 2 away.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
2 down, bases empty. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's way high. 2-1. Activity in the bullpen. Kodai Senga getting loose out there. Razoban warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Inside, just missed. Check swing, and he went. And it's 3-2. Two outs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now
it feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Wells off of first with 2 away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. The Yanks leave 1. They trail it here 4-0. Back now with the Subway Series.
The left fielder,
Top 6. And here is Brandon Nimmo. And that drops in for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Tap back to the mound. Volpe throws to first in time. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Alvarez.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a swing and a miss.
Careful.
That one the other way. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Ball 2.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Yerry De Los Santos. New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
Number 41.
The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Hill.
And stepping in is the speedy Tyrone Taylor. Outside low, 2-1. Fouled off left side. Two on, one out.
3-2.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run is in. The throw in, but it's offline. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Now batting, shortstop
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Taylor leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Juan Soto, the next to hit. Step off, throw to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees nothing.
Now pitching for
back
the
now
Mets.
for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new
35.
pitcher on the mound, Clay Holmes.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Just off the inside edge.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one misses, and now 3 balls and a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right
Now
there.
batting,
Pretty much
center
gifted at
fielder,
first base with a
Trent.
quick free pass.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. The relay throw. He will score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Just missed. Swing and a base hit. Here comes the judge around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores. Here is Goldschmidt. Not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
The 2-1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And 1-2.
1-2.
Two outs. And that's downstairs and outside. Ground ball to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Anthony.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that one.
2-2.
Here's a 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, knocks it down. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Back-to-back base hits. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
When it unravels, it can unravel pretty quickly. And right now, you're in a situation where you're one swing away from it being a one-run ball game.
Bellinger on third. Dominguez on second. Volpe at first. 2 out of the inning. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 7-4.
Making some noise here. 2 RBIs on that swing, and they're right back in it. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Clay Holmes won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Genesis Cabrera gets the call from the pen.
92.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
First and second, 2 outs. Peraza now at the plate. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Squeezes it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees 4. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Just missed.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Caught him looking for the K. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
1 down, base is empty. That one not close. Ball 2. Center field. Grisham sizing this one up. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Now back, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They hold a 7-4 lead. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Jorbeat Bebos. The Yanks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
On the ground to first, and foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. Three-two now. In the air, center field. Taylor under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one is absolutely belted. That's long gone. He shoots one out to right. His 13th home run of the season. It's 7-5.
This crowd is on fire right now. They're going nuts thanks to that home run. Oh, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to be foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here comes Aaron Judge. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. That's the third, and it goes just foul. In the air out towards right center. Soto going after it. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Genesis Cabrera gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout and will be back with a new pitcher. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Huascar Brazoban.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him. Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Bellinger up to hit. Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 7-5. Back after this on the show.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Yankees.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
63.
Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1 and 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Goes down looking.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And next is the designated hitter, Starling Marte. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Next offering misses down and away. Action in the pen down there. Mark Leiter Jr. up and loosening in the pen. One down, base is empty. Right side, Goldie. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Here's a 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Two down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock.
That's back-to-back singles
now
for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So a man at first. Stepping in, Brett Beatty. Backed off the plate that time.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. On the ground. Fair ball. Lead runner to second with two gone.
Now batting, the center fielder,
first and second, two outs.
Taylor.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three. Two left for the Mets. They're still up 7-5. Bottom of the eighth. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Swings through that one out in front that time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Here's a high chopper. In plenty of time to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The Yankees down by a pair here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
One out. Runner at second. Anthony Volpe digs in now. And that one almost hit him. Dominguez over at second, one down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's outside. And now it's 3-2. Austin Wells in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run at the plate. And the tying run is on base.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Huascar Brazoban out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Dedniel Nunez. He has a great slider with tons of movement. First and second, one out. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Francisco Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Next pitch is outside. There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ground ball, Goldie. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 down, base is empty. Pete Alonso will hit next. Swings through that one for strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And that misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the polar bear strikes out. Offense held in check there, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 7 and the Yankees 5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Pitching for the
He's been
Mets,
so good against lefties.
number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Now at the plate,
Jorbit Bebos.
They got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one off the mark, now 2-2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. And it's strike two.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Struck him out swinging. And they're down to their last out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's
worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here comes Bellinger. The tying run at the plate. Fastball is outside.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Here's a 2-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Diaz is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And there it is.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.